Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about rationalization of the denominators of a fraction. By rationalization means we will remove the irrationality of the denominators and make the number or make the denominator a rational number. We are going to bring rational numbers in the denominator. That will be called the rationalization of these fractions. For example, question number 1, part 3. The question is 6 over under root 8 under root 27. First of all, we are going to simplify these roots and then we are going to make it rational. Okay, we are going to bring a rational number in the denominator. So to simplify them, we will do the prime factorization of 27 and 8. We know that under root 8 can be written as 2 cube, 2 into 2 into 2, and 27 is the cube of 3, 3 into 3 into 3. Now out of these 2 will be pulled out, 3 will be pulled out, and we will have 2 under root 2 into 3 under root 3. Place these two numbers together so we can cancel them out. 2 3s are 6, so 6 will be cancelled out with the product of these two, and we are going to have 1 over under root 2 over under root 3. These are both irrational numbers. To make them rationalize, let me put them under one root. Under root 2 into under root 3 can be written as under root 6. Now what am I going to do is I will try to rationalize the denominator, and that is how we are going to do. We are going to do it by removing this radical sign. We know that this radical sign will be removed if there is an under root 6 multiplied with this under root 6, because under root 6 whole square gives us 6. So we need one more under root 6 over here to make it a rational number. Okay, it will remove the radical sign, and which will remove the irrationality of this number, because the irrational number comes because of this square root sign. Okay, otherwise 6 is an rational number. 6 is a rational number. So we multiply it, the denominator as well as the numerator, by 6 by under root 6, and we will get under root 6 over under root 6 into under root 6 will be under root 6 whole square, and this roots will be cancelled with the square of it, and we are going to get under root 6 over 6. So here we have rationalized the denominator. So this is how we do the rationalization of this denominator. First of all, we simplified these roots, then after that we got under root 6 in the denominator, which was giving an irrational number. To remove the rationality of this number, we have to remove this radical sign, and we know that the radical sign can be removed if there is one more under root 6. So it makes under root 6 whole square, and this radical sign is cancelled out with the square. To make under root 6 whole square, I multiplied the denominator as well as the numerator by under root 6, and we got under root 6 in the numerator over under root 6 into under root 6, which is equal to under root 6 whole square, equals to 6 in the denominator. So we got a rational number. 6 is a rational number. Under root 6 was an irrational number, but without root 6, this belonged to the set of rational numbers. So we say that we have rationalized the denominator. Now the next definition is conjugate of surds. How to find the conjugate, and what do you mean by the conjugate of a surd? Now two surds are called conjugate of one another when their product is a rational number. So if you have two surds, okay, and their product comes out to be a rational number, then those surds are called conjugate of one another. For example, 3 plus under root 5 is a surd, 3 minus under root 5 is a surd, because you have an irrational number in it. So this expression is called a surd. This is also a surd, but their product will be a rational number. Let me find the product of these two. 3 plus under root 5 into 3 minus under root 5. If you find the product of these two, a plus b into a minus b will be a square minus b square. Using the formula a plus b into a minus b, this comes out to be equal to a square minus b square. 3 square is equal to 9, and under root 5 whole square is equal to 5. Now you may see that 9 minus 5 is equal to 4, which is a rational number. Okay, 4 is a rational number. So it means you had two surds, 3 plus under root 5 and 3 minus under root 5. But their product, both these were irrational numbers, but their product came out to be equal to a rational number. So these surds are called the conjugate of one another. 3 plus under root 5 is the conjugate of 3 minus under root 5, and 3 minus under root 5 is called the conjugate of 3 plus under root 5. Now how do we find the conjugate of a surd? If you have a surd, then in order to find the conjugate, we just have to change the sign before the radical sign. Conjugate, how to calculate or how to find the conjugate of a surd. Suppose you have the number 3 plus under root 5, 3 minus under root 2, or under root 3 plus under root 7. Suppose these are the number and you want to find their conjugate. In order to get their conjugate, you are just going to change the sign which is between these two numbers. Okay, conjugate of 3 plus under root 5 will be, let these be the numbers, and the conjugate of 3 plus under root 5 will be 3 minus under root 5. Conjugate of 3 minus under root 2 will be 3 plus under root 2. You are going to just change the sign so that you can apply the formula a minus b and a plus b, because that formula gives you square a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. This formula actually gives you the square which cancels out the radical sign, or which cancels the irrationality of this number. So therefore we change the sign, we find a number which has the opposite sign of this sign in between these two numbers, because a minus b into a plus b always give you the square of these two, and as this number gets square, it removes the radical sign or the irrational number between them. So under root 3 plus under root 7's conjugate will be under root 3 minus under root 7, because if you find the product of these two, a plus b into a minus b, this formula will be applied which will change the radicals, which will cancel out the radical sign, and we will get a rational number. It will remove the irrationality sign. Now let's do question number 1, part 4. Now the question is 1 over 3 plus 2 under root 5. We have to rationalize the denominator. Okay, we have to bring a rational number in the denominator. For that, the procedure is that you are going to find the conjugate of the surd which is in the denominator. This is the surd in the denominator. You are going to find the conjugate of this number and multiply it with the denominator as well as the numerator. Conjugate of 3 plus 2 under root 5 will be 3 minus 2 under root 5. So just change the sign which is in between these two numbers and multiply it with numerator as well as the denominator, because we know that the conjugate, when its product is taken with this surd, both these numbers will give us a rational number. That is why we multiply this number with its conjugate. So this will be equal to 1 times 3 minus 2 under root 5 will be 3 minus 2 under root 5, and 3 plus 2 under root 5 into 3 minus under root 5 will be equal to, by using the formula, this will be equal to 3 minus 2 under root 5, a plus b into a minus b, by using the formula a minus b or a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So using this formula, a plus b into a minus b will be a square minus b square. A square minus b square, this will come out to be equal to 3 square is 9 minus 2 square will be 4, and under root 5 whole square will be 5. Okay, under root 5, when it gets squares, this square will be cancelled out with the radical sign. So it will give us 5. 3 minus 2 under root 5 over 9 minus 20, which is equal to 3 minus 2 under root 5 over 9 minus 20 will be negative 11. If you want to shift this negative sign to the numerator, this will give you negative of 3 minus 2 under root 5 over positive 11. Multiplying this negative sign with the bracket, we will get negative 3 plus 2 under root 5 over 11. And this completes the solution. This is called rationalization of the denominator. We got a rational number in the denominator. Now the next question is, you have to rationalize the denominator of under root 3 minus 1 or under root 3 plus 1. In the denominator we have the third under root 3 plus 1. We know that the conjugate of under root 3 plus 1 is under root 3 minus 1. So what we are going to do is, we are going to multiply the numerator and denominator by under root 3 minus 1. So procedure is the same. You're going to find the conjugate of the denominator and multiply it with the numerator as well as the denominator, and then you are going to multiply both the numbers in the numerator. Under root 3 minus 1 into under root 3 minus 1 will be under root 3 minus 1 whole square over under root 3 plus 1 into under root 3 minus 1 will be under root 3 whole square minus 1 square. This will be equal to, by applying the formula, a minus b whole square applying this formula in the numerator, you will get under root 3 whole square plus, this is a square, plus b square minus 2a into b. Okay, a square plus b square minus 2ab over a square minus b square is, this radical sign will be cancelled out with the square minus 1. This will be, again we will have a cancellation of the radical with the square. 3 plus 1 minus 2 under root 3 over 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 plus 1 will be 4 minus 2 under root 3 over 2. From here we can take 2 common, and this will give us 2 minus under root 3 by 2, and this 2 will be cancelled out with this 2, and the answer will be 2 minus under root 3 over 1. Okay, which is a rational number, so we have rationalized the denominator. We don't need to worry about the numerator because we will have irrational numbers or surds in the numerator. We are only concerned about our denominator. And question number 2, they have given a surd and they want us to find the conjugate of these two surds. Now conjugate of 3 plus under root 7 will be 3 minus under root 7, just as we did in the example, and conjugate of 4 minus under root 5 will be 4 plus under root 5. These will give us the conjugates, and that is all we have to do in question number 2. Now starting question number 3 part 1. Now in question number 3, we are given x is equal to 2 minus under root 3. We have to find 1 over x. Okay, so if x is equal to 2 minus under root 3, then 1 over x will be equal to 1 over 2 minus under root 3. And what we are going to do, we are going to rationalize the denominator also, because this makes the question more simplified and more easy to work with. Okay, so we always rationalize the denominator. To rationalize the denominator, I am going to take the conjugate of 2 minus under root 3, which is 2 plus under root 3, and I am going to divide and multiply it by the given fraction. Okay, so this will be 1 into 2 plus under root 3 over a minus b into a plus b will be a square minus b square, which is equal to 2 plus under root 3. 2 square will be 4 minus under root 3 whole square will be 3, and we are going to get the answer 2 under root 3 over 1, which is equal to 2 plus under root 3. So if x is 2 minus under root 3. 1 over x is equal to 2 plus under root 3, and this completes the solution. Now the next question is, we have to add these two fractions. But first we are going to rationalize the denominators and then we are going to add them. Okay, so doing the rationalization, first pick the first fraction and let me rationalize it. 1 plus under root 2 over under root 5 plus under root 3. For rationalization of the denominator, I will have to multiply the conjugate of this number in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Multiplying these two surds, here I am going to multiply it by using the bracket multiplication method. 1 will be multiplied with this fraction, which will, this bracket, which will give us under root 3 minus under root 5, and then under root 2 will be multiplied with each and every term of this bracket, which will be under root 2 into under root 5 minus under root 2 into under root 3 over, this will be equal to, again by using the formula, a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Now under root 5 minus under root 3 plus under root 10 minus under root 6. This is what we got in the numerator, and this will be equal to 2. Now again rationalizing the second fraction, 1 minus under root 2 over under root 5 minus under root 3. This will be under root 5 plus under root 3. Multiplying the conjugate of the denominator in the numerator as well as the denominator. Again I am going to multiply these two numbers in the numerator as well as in the denominator. क्या हुआ? Over under root 3, under root 5 minus under root 3 and under root 5 plus under root 3 will be under root 5 whole square, under root 3 whole square. Now multiplying these two brackets, we will get minus under root 2 under root 5 minus under root 2 under root 3. Over, this will be 5 minus 3, so we will get under root 5 plus under root 3 minus under root 10 minus under root 6 over 2. So this is the first fraction and this is the second fraction. Now we are going to add these two fractions by adding these two numbers. So adding this and this number will be the addition of the given two fractions. So it means that 1 plus under root 2 over under root 5 plus under root 3 plus 1 minus under root 2 over under root 5 minus under root 3 will be equal to, the rationalization of this fraction is this expression. I am going to replace this under root 5 minus under root 3 plus under root 10 minus under root 6 over 2, okay, and plus writing this under root 5 under root 3, okay, minus under root 10 minus under root 6 over 2. Okay. Now after this step I am going to do the next step over here. Writing down this step again, we are going to get 1 plus under root 2 over 1 over under root 2 under root 5 plus under root 3 plus 1 minus under root 2 over under root 5 minus under root 3. I am going to write this step again. This rationalization of this fraction was this expression. So this will be equal to under root 5 minus under root 3 plus and rationalization of the second fraction was this expression plus over 2. As both these have the same denominator, so we can write this whole thing under a single denominator. This will be equal to over 2. Now as you may see, under root 3 can be cancelled out with positive under root 3, negative under root 3, and plus under root 10 can be cancelled out with minus under root 10, and under root 5 plus under root 5 will give us 2 times under root 5. Negative under root 6 minus under root 6 will give us negative 2 times under root 6 over 2. Taking 2 common, under root 5 minus under root 6 over 2. Now cancelling these two, we are going to get the answer, which is under root 5 minus under root 6. So this is how we add two surds. We make their denominators a rational number and then we add it. And after simplification, we got under root 5 minus under root 6. Now question number 4, part 2, we have to add these three fractions. For this, what do we have to do is, we are going to rationalize all these fractions and then we are going to add the resulting expression. So rationalization. First pick the first fraction, 1 over 2 plus under root 3. In order to rationalize it, what we are going to do is we are going to multiply the conjugate of this number in the numerator as well as in the denominator. This will be multiplying these two is 4 minus under root 3 whole square, which will give us 2 minus under root 3 over 4 minus 3 will be 1. So we are going to get just this fraction. Now mark this as 1. Now taking the second fraction, 2 over under root 5 minus under root 3. In order to rationalize the denominator, we are going to multiply and divide 2 over under root 5 minus under root 3. Multiplying the conjugate of under root 5 minus under root 3 in the numerator as well as in the denominator, will get, which is equal to 2 times under root 5 plus under root 3 over under root 5 minus under root 3 and under root 5 plus under root 3. This will be a minus b into a plus b will be a square minus b square. Now cancel out this radical sign with the square. What do we have? We will have 2 under root 5 plus under root 3 over 5 minus 3 will be 2, which will be cancelled out with this. So it means that the rationalization of this number will give us under root 5 plus under root 3 by 1 or just this number. Okay, so this is the second fraction. Now take this third fraction, 1 over 2 plus under root 5. Again we are going to do the same thing. We are going to multiply its conjugate in the numerator as well as in the denominator. I am going to multiply with the negative sign. The conjugate of 2 plus under root 5 is 2 minus under root 5. So this will be Over here we are going to have 2 minus under root 5, and over here we are going to have 2 plus under root 5, 2 minus under root 5. Okay, and what do we get here? 2 minus under root 5 over a square minus b square will be 2 square minus under root 5 whole square, which will give us 2 minus under root 5, and this will be 4 minus 5, it will be equal to negative 1. Shifting this negative sign to the numerator and multiplying it with it, we are going to get negative 2 plus under root 5 over 1, which is negative 2 plus under root 5. So this is the third fraction. Now we are going to add these three fractions by adding these three expressions. Okay, so I am going to take this expression, and this expression, okay, in place of these three, because they are the rationalized form of this fraction. So I am going to add these three fractions, and what we are going to get, 1 over 2 plus under root 3 plus 2 over under root 5 minus under root 3 plus 1 over 2 plus under root 5. This will be equal to, by replacing 2 minus under root 1 over 2 plus under root 3 came out to be equal to this expression after rationalization of the denominator. So this is 2 minus under root 3 plus 2 over under root 5 minus 3 will be equal to under root 5 plus under root 3, plus the rationalization of this expression was this. So write down minus 2 plus under root 5. Now 2 minus under root 3 plus under root 5 plus under root 3 minus 2 plus under root 5. Now 2 will be cancelled out. 2 can be cancelled out with negative 2. Negative under root 3 will be cancelled out with positive under root 3, and under root 5 plus under root 5 will give us 2 under root 5, which will be the answer of the addition of these three fractions. So what we did is, we just took these three fractions, okay, and we first rationalized them to get a simpler expression. This fraction was reduced to this form, this fraction was reduced to this form. After reducing them to their simplified form, we added these three, okay, by adding their resulting simplified forms, and we got 2 under root 5, and this completes the question. Now the question number 5 is, question number 5 part 2 is, you are given x to be equal to under root 5 minus under root 2 over under root 5 plus under root 2. So over here we are given x, okay, and we have to find x plus 1 over x square plus 1 over x square, and x cube plus 1 over x cube plus 1 over x cube. For this we are given that x is equal to under root 5 minus under root 2 over under root 5 plus under root 2. Now x is under root 5 minus under root 2 over under root 5 plus under root 2. First of all, we are going to find 1 over under root x, which is under root 5 plus under root 2 over under root 5 minus under root 2. And we are going to do the rationalization of this fraction. To rationalize them, we will rationalize this and this, okay, both. To rationalize x, we are going to multiply it by under root 5 minus under root 2 over under root 5 minus under root 2, the conjugate of the denominator. And we are going to multiply these two numbers, which are under root 5 minus under root 2 whole square over a plus b into a minus b will be under root 5 whole square minus under root 2 whole square, which is equal to under root 5 under root 2 whole square over 5 minus 2 is 3. So now again rationalizing this expression, what am I going to do is, I am going to multiply the conjugate of the denominator in the numerator as well as the denominator, okay. This is the conjugate that we are going to multiply in the numerator as well as the denominator, the conjugate of the denominator. I am doing the rationalization of this expression, okay. Now multiplying these two will give us under root 5 over under root 2 whole square over under root 5 minus under root 2 and under root 5 plus under root 2. A minus b into a plus b is under root 5 whole square minus under root 2 whole square. This will be equal to under root 5 plus under root 2 whole square over 5 minus 2 will give us 3. So this is 1 and this is 2. This is the rationalization of 1 over x. This is 1 over x, okay, after rationalization, and this is x equals to under root 5 minus under root 2 over 3 after rationalization of x. So now I have to add these two numbers, okay, to get x plus 1 over x will be equal to this expression plus this expression, okay. So under root 5 minus under root 2 over 3 whole square plus 1 over x is equal to under root 5 plus under root 2 whole square over 3. As we have the same denominator, so I am going to write it under a single denominator, okay, after which we are going to get over 3. Now I am going to open this expression by using the formula a minus b whole square plus a plus b whole square. So this will be a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab minus 2a into b plus, this will be the first formula, and the second formula a plus b whole square is a square plus b square, okay, plus 2ab. A will be under root 5 and b will be under root 2, okay. So x plus 1 over x is equal to this expression, and a minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus 2 a into b, and a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2 times a into b over 3. Now this will be equal to 5 plus 2 minus 2 under root 5 under root 2 plus square will be cancelled out with this square root 5 plus 2 plus 2 under root 5 under root 2 over 2. Now these two are going to be cancelled out because they are the same expression with the different signs. Now 5 plus 2 is 7, and over here 5 plus 2 is also 7. 7 plus 7 will give us 14 by 3, sorry, okay, by 3, and this will be the answer. So x plus 1 over x is equal to 14 by 3. X plus 1 over x is equal to 14 by 3. Okay. So x plus 1 over x is equal to 14 by 3. Now with the help of x plus 1 over x, we are going to find x square plus 1 over x square and x cube plus 1 over x cube. Now we have x plus 1 over x. In order to find x square plus 1 over x square, we are going to square these two expressions. Now we have to find x square plus 1 over x. X square plus 1 over x square is equal to 1. For this we are going to square the sides, both sides of this equation. X plus 1 over x, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2a into b, and this will give us x square plus 1 over x square, shifting 2 to the right side, taking LCM. 196 minus 18 will be 178 by 9. So x square plus 1 over x square is equal to 178 by 9. Now we have found the value of x plus 1 over x and x square plus 1 over x square. The last step is to find the value of x cube plus 1 over x cube. We will do it with the help of this expression. To find that, I am going to take the cube of both the sides. X plus 1 over x whole cube is equal to 14 over 3 whole cube. Applying the formula, we know that a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Okay, I am going to apply this formula and we will get a cube plus b cube plus 3a into b into a plus b is equal to the cube of, this is cube of 14 is 2744 and cube of 3 is 27. So x cube plus 1 over x cube, these two are going to be cancelled out, putting the value of x plus 1 over x to be equal to 14 by 3. So we will get, now to find this value we have to shift this number to the right hand side. So x cube plus 1 over x cube will be equal to 2744 over 27 minus 14, which is 2744 over 27 minus 14 will be equal to 2366 over 27, and this completes the solution as well as the exercise 4.4.